guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a memory plan with me for the week of December 27th through January 1st. I'm gonna start by saying I'm sorry if you can hear my next door neighbor's music, and if you can, I hope that it sounds more like I'm playing like background music than like fuzz. For some reason, it's literally just like super loud and super clear, and it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, so, you know. So the kit that I'm using is called Gatsby by Scribble Co. This is the first spread in my 2022 planner. The planner itself is my black Estelle cloud from 2021. I just, put like my 2021 spreads in my other Estelle cloud that I don't plan on using. So there's that. The inserts are from Caress Press. They're the like dated ones, which is really weird for me because it's been obviously over a year since I used dated inserts. But I used Chima wallpaper underlays from PlannaHannah, and I do PR for PlannaHannah. So if you used Carly 15, you can save 15%, or if like you're buying stuff that's on sale, just put my name in the notes to seller and you'll get my freebie. That also helps me out. There's like a whole competition every month, you know. If you've PR'd, you know. And obviously gold foil. I also used PlannaHannah 15mm overlays. I don't remember what bow this is, but they are bows. I'm not sure what else to talk about. Oh, I did use... Everybody's being loud in my apartment building right now. I did use PlannaHannah header overlays as well. They're like the gold sparkle ones. Yeah, I think that's it for the spread basics. I wasn't sure if I was going to use the dark blue with like the teal 15mm because it just seemed like it would clash, but laid down I think it looks great, so that's whatever. Yeah, I am probably struggling with a day extender right now. Also, of course, my nails are not the best in this video. It took me a while to pop them off, and I am going to Disney in real time next week, so I'm not gonna mess around with like the jelly tips. I'm just gonna do gel polish when I end up doing my nails. So yeah, pointless information. Other than that, there is really nothing, so I'm going to throw on music of my own and not my next door neighbors for the rest of the space.
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. All the feelings that we shared are in the past.
And now I'm back for the day by day. I did film this a couple weeks ago, it seems like now, but I'm going to try to remember whatever. In the sidebar, I used these little balloons from one of my New Year sheets and a Happy New Year script from Scribble Co. And then below that, I used a little Pocahontas girl from Stick with the Plan Co. and a 3-week script to mark that. Well, that's from SBC, but to mark that it's 3 weeks until I go to Disney. And then on Monday, the first thing that I literally mark this first thing Monday through Friday, so it's always going to look the same. I use the Happy New Year headband from one of my New Year's sheets and a no school script for my shop as well. Obviously to mark that it was no school. My kids had no school this week. And then on Monday, I guess I slept like shit, so I used a Once More with Love, like Panda Eye munchkin, and the Slept Like Shit script is from my shop. And then I worked on orders, so I used a Happy New Year, like envelope from one of my New Year's sheets, and the work script is from Crest Press. And then I had a YouTube binge, so the YouTube binge script is from PlannaHannah, and then the YouTube icon thing is from the Honeybee Shop. And I started my period this day, so I used a little pad from my shop and a start script that I made for myself, which obviously would be like custom, to mark that. And then I did some designing, and I used this little paper Shire Vanilla, like making resolutions on a paper, to mark that throughout the week. I used that same thing. I used a bunch of like New Year's icons to mark random things, but yeah, the design script is from PlannaHannah in font 2. It's got the little heart eye dot thing. And then I had a headache, so I used a Sweet Ava's paper, like dotty icon for that. And then we listened to probably a mix of like Big Mad True Crime, and actually I think this was the day that we actually caught up on Crime Junkies again, so we started listening to Big Mad True Crime. But the True Crime Obsessed script is from Pink Diamond Planner Company, and then the little New Year's thing is from Papershire. And then on Tuesday, the first thing that I marked was that it was obviously no school. And then I marked that it was payday using a script from PlannaHannah and the Money and Nails icon from my shop. And then I marked that there were 21 days, which is 3 weeks, on this day, until Disney. And I used a ears icon from my shop, and then the 21 days is from PlannaHannah. And then I marked that I bought my husband Legos. We don't do Christmas gifts, but I wanted to buy him this for Christmas, so I just bought it for him after Christmas. It was the Infinity Gauntlet, like, I don't know, statue, model, I don't know. It's like a Lego set, but it's like not for kids. Anyway, I used a Thanos to mark that. Doesn't really go with the spread, but who cares? And then I marked that I worked on more orders with the New Year's envelope, and that's from my shop. And the work script is from PlannaHannah. And then on Tuesdays, I get my HelloFresh delivery, so I use the HelloFresh custom from PlannaHannah. And the boxes was from my shop, but I think I'm going to reformat it and then bring it back. And then I marked that I made stuffed peppers from that box. And the party hats are from a New Year's sheet for my shop. And then I listened to Big Mad True Crime. The script is a custom for my shop, and then the little vanilla eating cupcakes is from Papershire. On Wednesday, the first thing I marked was no school, and then I did some more designing, and I marked that the same way as on Monday. And then I worked on orders more. What? I worked more. Hold on. I worked on orders. Like, don't know why that was so difficult. So again, I used the icon for my shop, and then the work scripts from Caress Press. And then I took a nap, and I marked that it was with my daughter. So I used like the With Mila custom from PlannaHannah and a pillow from the Fruity Sticker Co. Except she didn't nap, I did, but she was in bed with me, so perfect use for that. And then I bought luggage this day. My smallest suitcase was actually too big to be a carry-on, and I didn't want to like mess with it, so I looked around for different suitcases that were small enough to be a carry-on. And then I used a open luggage, like open suitcase or that's actually from my shop. It's coming tomorrow. I'm not good with words today. I don't know why. Yeah, then I watched Schitt's Creek, and I used this little, like, Sweater David, I think they're called, from Once More With Love, to mark that. And then I switched this. It's going to take me like 6 years to realize that those aren't down the right way. Yeah, there we go. But I switched those because I didn't like the pink next to the pink. But I marked listening to Big Mad True Crime the same way as the day before, and then using the hats from one of my New Year sheets, I marked that I made lemon butter chicken. I don't think that was my favorite. I'm not really big on, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like chicken breast, just plain chicken breast, if that makes sense. But yeah. Then on Thursday, the first thing I marked was no school. And then this is actually the day that I uploaded my Plan With Me, because it was a collab with Angelia from Angelia's Hobbies, and we both, like, with our kids not being in school and stuff, we were kind of like running behind. So I just marked that I did the voiceover with a mic that used to be in my shop, and then the voiceover script is from PlannaHannah. And then I use a little paper and milk Maru on a laptop to mark that I found a new font, and you guys have really been loving it. It actually came to shop last week, and I literally love, like, printing and cutting this font. I'm obsessed with it. You will see it in the spread later on, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. I use a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji, washing their hair, to mark that I use my Function of Beauty shampoo and conditioner. That's like the one that you get like tailored to your hair type. And then like online you can choose like the scent and stuff. I will put a link in my description in case you're, I don't know, curious or whatever. But I love that. Anyway, moving on again. I then marked that I straightened my hair. And then I used the party hats from my shop to mark that we had shrimp fajitas. And then marked listening to Big Mad True Crime the same way. And then for some reason I was up late this day. But I used the little, I don't know, clock from one of my New Year sheets, and the up late script is from PlannaHannah. And then on Friday, which is New Year's Eve, the first thing that I marked was that there was no school. And then using this little, I don't even know what to call it, like confetti popper maybe, from one of my New Year sheets, I marked that I uploaded a video, and the upload script is from PlannaHannah. And then I use this little countdown munchkin from Once More with Love, and a New Year's Eve script from Planner Choco, to mark, obviously it was New Year's Eve. And then I used a little no munchkin because Betty White passed away this day, and I just remember, like, years ago, there was a lot of celebrities passing away, like, pre-COVID, and people were like, oh my god, protect Betty White, like, and then it happened, like, and I'm pretty sure that was towards the end of the year that all of that happened. Anyway, it was sad. I actually think I teared up. And then under my, like, day extender, I marked that I organized stickers, and the sticker sheet is from my shop, and then the organized sticker script is from the Honey Bee Shop. And I watched more Schitt's Creek, so I used, like, the sweater David to mark that. And then I used a paper shire. I think it's like a babysitting sheet. I have no idea, but it's like this kid and a girl making crafting. But I use it to mark that I made gummies with technically with like both my twins, but my husband was helping my daughter, so I helped my son, my boy twin. And then I use the Snape from Paper and Milk, and then the Lego, sorry, I cannot call it Lego. It's like building blocks from my shop. Layered to mark that I built Hagrid's Hut and the Potions class, like, book Legos this night. Me, my husband, and my oldest son were, like, that was our thing for the night. We built Legos. And then my daughter was the only one that did not stay up until midnight this night. She almost made it, but was just so tired. But I used a little emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. of, like, a mom and child. And then the Countdown to Midnight script is from SBC because my younger son, I only have 2 sons, I don't know. He was my midnight kiss. And then the first thing that I marked on Saturday, I actually don't know if I show it on camera, but I did put, like, little, I don't know, shapes at the top of this day and put January script on top. I'm gonna try to mark that way this year. Anyway, the first thing I mark is New Year's Day. The New Year's Day is from my holiday sheet. Oh, there I go, putting the January on top. And then the icon characters from the Coffee Monsters Co. Then I marked working and designing pretty much the same way. And then I used a Nightingale Paper Company Winston and a car to mark that my husband got pulled over this day. And if this has any indication of how, I have no idea what I'm looking for in my binder thing. I must have noticed that I didn't pull a White Claw sticker. I don't know. Anyway, if this has any indication of how my year is going to go, it's scary because he got pulled over. Our inspection was up, like, yeah. And he didn't get a ticket. He literally just, like, got let off. Like, how crazy. Anyway. Then I marked watching Schitt's Creek the same way as I did all week. And then I used the Paper Shire balloons to mark that I listened to music this day. And the listen to music script is from my shop. And then I marked that we listened to more Big Mad True Crime. Fun fact, I discovered Big Mad True Crime a year ago on New Year's Eve. So, Then I marked that I did pixel art, and the pixel art or script is from my shop. It's my new font. It's font 4. You might be able to see it better in the end of this day, but then on Sunday, the first thing I marked was working, and then I marked designing, and then I marked watching Schitt's Creek. Literally the same way as all week. It's whatever. And then I cut like this rounded box and used a hand holding a sparkler from my shop. I don't know why I chose that icon, but basically we did my kids like at home COVID tests. We went and picked up like the rapid at home tests that the school was giving out. And I thought that was like a really good idea before sending the kids back to school, because like the kids obviously went back to school on Monday, and instead of having like a bunch of people, I don't know, out, or like maybe having COVID, not knowing and going to school. So we did this test and they were all negative, obviously, because we literally go nowhere. And then I marked that I had White Claw this day, and I used like the little champagne cheers icon from one of my New Year's sheets. And the White Claw script is a custom from PlannaHannah. And then I marked that we listened to Big Mad True Crime again. Using the paper shredder icon and the custom from my shop. And then I marked that I did more pixel art. And people ask what pixel art is. It's literally like a color by number, but like in boxes on your phone. It's literally the dumbest game, I guess. I don't even know if I would call it a game. It's literally just something that like I do to listen to things, because if I'm like reading anything and listening at the same time, I don't actually listen, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I used like pixel art and a custom from my shop in the font 4, which is new. And yeah, that's everything for the week of New Year's. I do wiggle it, even though you can't really tell. I don't know. And then I do go through what's left of the kit, but if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.